Hello, this is a tutorial on 11.684 where we're going to find the area of these composited shapes. Well, there's a couple of ways you can do this. Some people just kind of count and number these. So I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to number these here. This would be 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I have 4 whole shapes here. These two together would probably make 5. These two together would probably make 6. Wow, this is going to be tough because this is certainly more than 1. I would call this one maybe 1.5 up here. So we're looking at 6. We're calling this maybe 7 1/2. I think if you estimated that as 8. That would be great, or if you estimated it as 7, I think all 3 of these would be acceptable estimates for that. Another way you could think about doing that, I'll do a similar problem like this, is you could kind of think about pi. Pi is pi r r. It's 3.14 times the radius, and that'll give you the area. So we can think about a circle that way. And let's do this one down here. This might be a little bit easier to demonstrate it on. We can say, well, the radius of this circle here is 2. So if I took 3 times 2 times 2, and yes, this is supposed to be pi, which is 3.14. But again, we're just estimating. We could take 3 times 2 is 6 times 2. We could think that this whole circle might be 12, right? 3 times 2 is 6 times 2. So, and then we would subtract 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the middle. So 12 minus 4 would give us 8 here. So that would be our estimate for that one. And again, you could try to count all these and then subtract 4. So here's 4. This might be, you could call this guy, this is almost a whole, call this one 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Maybe this would be 9, maybe this would be 10, maybe this would be 11, and maybe these two down here would be 12. So then you would still have 12, and then you would have to subtract these 4 that are in the middle. And so you get 8 that way too. So you can use some shortcuts like that. For instance, on this one down here, I'm just going to think about that same thing I did before. I'm thinking about pi r r. So the pi, I'm just going to estimate it 3 times the radius times the radius. That gives me 12. Now, do I have the whole circle? No. I only have 3/4 of the 12. So I could think about that circle as being, I could have 3 here, 3 here, 3 here, and then the 3 that are missing. So, I'm really thinking about 3/4 of 12, which is 9. So you can count, or you can use one of those other strategies as you work through that. Okay, so I'm going to zoom out here a little bit and go on to the next page. I'll leave you a few of those to do on your own. Ones that you're counting are certainly much easier to do. For example, on this one here, I'm going to find this area right here. That's a 3 by 3, right? 3 by 3, so I've got 9 here. And then I'm going to find the area of this triangle here. And let's see, this triangle here would be, well, it's 2 times 3. And then because it's a triangle, I have to divide that by 2. So 2 times 3 equals 6. 6 divided by 2, so that's going to be 3 right there. And, well, we can break this guy down a little bit. This is going to be 2 of them over here, and then this little guy is a half. So we have 9 plus 3, which is 12, 13, 14. This one is 14 1/2. All right. Now we're getting into ones that we can be a little bit more exact on. You could count all of these, or you could just multiply these two together, 10 times 10, and say that this is 100. I think that would be much easier. And then for this side here, well, you can use a calculator, and let's get more accurate on this one here, because we can. At first page, I like to think about this one here. We're just kind of estimating the areas of those shapes. And this one here, we are going to be a little more exact. So this one here is 10 by 10, which is 100. And this one here is going to have a radius of 5, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go pi r on this. I'm going to go pi times r, so 3.14 times 5 times 5 is really the same as 3.14 times 25. Let me just pop that in the little calculator here. 3.14 times 25 is 78.5. So this is 78.5. So together, these two areas, that would actually be for a whole circle. I'm sorry, I have to divide that by 2. Divide that by 2. So I've got 39.25. So this area here is 39.25, and I have 100 plus 39.25, or 139.25 meters squared. Okay. Down here on this one here, I'll have you estimate this one. Again, by counting on this one here, I will have you just go ahead and find the actual area. This one here, you have everything you need to find the actual area. These ones too, you can find the actual area because we have straight lines. Won't be a problem. And on this last page, you can find the actual area of all of those as well. This one here is a little bit maybe distorted. Should probably be a little bit. That's a half of a circle down there. So. Okay, good luck. This one here, because the lines are straight, you can find the actual area as well. All right, thanks for listening.